guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be all about how I set myself up for tomorrow so I can have a very productive, very fulfilling day. It's the Sunday after Thanksgiving break. I do have school tomorrow. I'm in my senior year of college, so it is feeling a little bit weird that it was kind of like my last fall break. But so far today I've done some laundry, I already meal prepped. I have a hybrid vehicle, so I don't have to put gas in my car right now, but usually I will do kind of all my car maintenance and set myself up. Something else that I did is I got my school bag ready. When it's holiday season, you're changing bags, you're out and about. So I kind of did a little bit of a refresh to set myself up for the next 2 weeks because I do have finals and things coming up. I'll give you guys a little bit of a bag tour. Something that helps me stay organized is I carry a bag with my cables, any of my content equipment, and I just kind of always have it with me. I also carry another bag with lotion, perfume, all of my beauty essentials, and my wallet, and then something that I always carry around as well. I've been carrying around an SPF hand cream for when I'm driving because I do commute and I drive a lot, so my hands are always in the sun. And so it's been really useful to do that. On Sundays, I also get my agenda ready. This is usually where I plan out my workouts, what days I'm gonna do what at what times. Also highlighting anytime that I have a meeting going on. I am still in college and I have several responsibilities on top of my job that require meetings with different people at different times, sometimes back to back. So this has really just been a great tool for me to keep track of myself. Just having it written down, but I do manage myself mainly digitally. As a part of my Sunday reset, I like to just charge my devices the night before, and this helps me get my bag ready for school. So as you can tell, she's ready to go and I just have her in the same spot. I'm a very structured routine person. I thrive on routine. I'm an organization, so if I have my bag in the same place every day, it just makes it really easy for me to not forget things. Also, something that's helped out so much is doing this the night before, especially after I've kind of planned the following day. I know what I need, and it helps me keep track and not forget something when I'm out and about. Before I hop into the shower, I always make sure that my space is tidy. I do have some of my Christmas decor up, so I always make sure that my space is clean, it's relaxing. I also have my laptop charging for school tomorrow. This is my closet and I set out my 2 outfits for tomorrow. So one for the gym to exercise and the second is for the day. I leave my gym clothes right in front of me so that I can just see it and grab it. And this is part of just setting myself up for my habits. I've been a morning person pretty much my entire life, so probably since I was in middle school, I've had the habit of just setting my clothes out the night before, getting my lunch packed, getting my backpack packed. And the reason why is because I love mornings. So if I set myself up for success the night before, it makes me love my mornings even more. I don't like when I have a chaotic or really harsh morning. It really sets the tone for the rest of my day. So just having these 3 minor steps has been really useful and very efficient for me in the last few years. I'm really starting to mentalize myself in how I can change and improve and how I can have habits that support me. We all have things that we struggle with, things that are roadblocks and excuses that we put. So I'm just gonna focus on the things that I'm doing that are helping me, and I hope that you can use them and they can help you. This right here is a really beneficial tool to have a positive morning because it encourages me to not have my alarm set on my phone and to not use my phone first thing. Okay, so PJs are on. While I do my skincare, I do want to talk about some things that I've been feeling and experiencing. As I mentioned earlier, going into the new year is obviously a time where everyone really reflects, and they can either A, be very harsh on themselves, be very motivated and inspired, or if you're like me, you kind of feel a bit of both. I feel like preparing yourself and taking it very seriously is super important. So that's what I'm gonna do tonight. I'm gonna do some journaling. I'm gonna be very intentional in my goal setting and in my planning, and start including some very attainable action items behind every single thing. It was cool because today I watched a few videos on a 2025 reset, and I feel like it really has prepared me. I feel really inspired to keep pushing myself into even more uncomfortable corners. Just like getting back into content creation and YouTubing and vlogging is something that I used to do so much, and I feel like as I got older I lost a little bit of that because it turned into something for school, something for a career, and I forgot how much I genuinely enjoy kind of sharing my life online. So I'm very excited to make this little comeback and just share what this journey looks like for me, and hoping that it can also help everybody else. I keep telling myself that even if this is something that I'm kind of starting and feeling like I'm late or behind, I'm still doing something that's making me uncomfortable and making that decision. And that's what it's all about. Like, sometimes you just have to shut up, literally just like stop what you're doing and just get it done, or just try it, or at least make the first move, and it will lead to the next few. Before I go to bed, I really want to make sure that I write down all of the things that I want to accomplish next year and kind of take some time to reflect on what I've done this past year, both good and bad. This is the Post Skincare Glow. On my nightstand, I also keep this pillow mist from France. This is my favorite part, when my room is dimly lit and I have a candle on. I definitely think that everyone can approach their prompts differently. I think there's a preference for having negative reflections first, and then going into more positive, and then kind of some goals that you would do moving forward. And then there's another preference for wanting to start with the positive and then reflecting a little bit on the negative, or goals that weren't met, places where things fell short. For tonight, my goal is to really just write out all the incredible things that I did this year. And that could literally mean that I got my dream internship that I had literally been thinking about since last year. It was my first paid, full-time, like serious internship. I learned so much. And so if you're watching this and this is something that you're going to try tonight or sometime this month before the new year, I encourage you to just be really honest with yourself, and very aware as well, like I'm being, where I'm noticing a lot of the good things I'm mentioning are only career-based, and that's not all that matters. So yeah, just recognizing if there's a negative, how can I turn it around? So now moving forward, I know that if I have a specific workout goal or fitness goal, then kind of based off of my schedule right now, or that I can think of a little bit short term, I can kind of start to see potential options where I go and do a workout class on these days, and so I can prepare myself ahead of time on days when I know I probably will have more energy than others. And that's kind of just going based off of my schedule and kind of how I can anticipate that. So even if you don't know all of the details right now, most of us kind of have a somewhat structured schedule that can kind of guide us. So that's kind of the approach that I'm taking. Something super cool and important that I saw in some of the videos I watched today was selecting 3 wins that you can have daily to help you with your long-term success and your long-term goals. And that's a physical win, a mental win, and a professional or career win. So a physical win, if I can think about that for myself, I can think I need to at least go on a walk every day, at least a walk, or at least do something with movement in my body. So if I exercise and do a full-blown, full body exercise at the gym, that's great. But if I'm not going to be able to have that day, then I at least need to walk 20 to 30 minutes. That either means parking my car extra far and taking the walk. The second one for a mental psychological win is to at least read or journal. The third for a career professional goal. I also saw this in the video. I think it's from Lena Lifts. I'll link her down below because her videos were amazing and honestly felt very aligned with everything that she was saying. But she mentioned having a power hour, and I think that's brilliant, and I feel like I've been doing that for so long unintentionally, but I'd like to put some deeper intention behind it. And so a power hour for me can look like an hour dedicated to applying for internships. It can also be editing and filming content. It can also be researching some content, some trends going on. But in order for me to execute that, I know I have to set times each day to do that. And I can do it the night before, I can do it a week in advance, I can just keep same day, same time, year round. I think that's the best part about self-improvement and getting into different habits and ways to improve yourself in your life is that it's going to look differently for everyone. It'll look differently for you than it does for me, and it looks different for me than it does for all of the other videos that I've seen. But what's great about it is that it's tailored just for you. I'm just going to have myself a nice little session, and I encourage you guys to also think about these things, write them down, put some action or strategy behind it, and you're already a few steps ahead. Woo! That was a good workout. This Circadia clearing mist is a lifesaver. I put it on after I exercise or if I was sweating or just to freshen up, and it helps to just kill any bacteria that I have on my face. We're doing no makeup today, just curled my lashes, and then I'm going to do a little bit of lip liner, and I kind of just pat it so it's like a little bit of a natural tint. And that's all, just lashes, eyebrow gel, lip liner.